Hey there. Are you trying to create dashboards for your business, or maybe you're an online business manager, a director of operations, or a VA who's trying to help your clients create dashboards to improve their business? Well, I'm going to walk you through what I think is the best software if you're just getting started creating metrics or marketing dashboards for your business. My name is Carolyn O'Brien, and I help online business managers and service providers understand and use dashboards and metrics to help grow their business. So, what's the dashboard software I recommend? The answer is Looker Studio. I get this question all of the time. People reach out to me and say, what dashboard software should I use and why? Right? There's so many options out on the market, and it's hard to know where to start. And I found myself in this position when I was just starting out a couple of years ago. And the software that I ended up using is Looker. And I'm going to walk you through why I think this is the best software to use. So, the first and maybe one of the most important reasons is that it's free, right? What in this world is free anymore? Basically nothing. And so, yes, you need a Google Workspace account, and you probably are paying for that. But who doesn't have a Google Workspace account, right? And so, as long as you have that, you can just Google Looker Studio, like I have set up right here, and there you go. It's just going to ask you to connect to your Gmail account or your Workspace account, and then you're going to be able to start using the software right away. So, what's the next reason? Is that it's a Google product. And so, Google is a reputable company. We all use their products, and that means we all have some level of familiarity with the Google product, right? And so, I want to show you this example. To share a dashboard, it looks really similar to sharing like a Google Sheet or a Google Doc, right? And so that makes it a lot easier to get started when you have that level of familiarity with a software. The next is that because it's a Google product, it works really well connecting to Google Sheets. So this dashboard I have set up right here, all of this data is coming from a Google Sheet, right? It's kind of hard to believe, but the tracking is set on the Google Sheet, and then the dashboard is set up to pull the data in. And why does that make it so great? Google Sheets are really easy to get started tracking numbers. They allow you to track exactly what you want from any software without relying on the analytics section of that software or what may or may not be available via automation. The other thing is that Google Sheets is really great for team collaboration, right? You're probably using them already. And if you're tracking numbers or you want to start tracking numbers, maybe you want some team members to track some, and it makes it really easy to have it in one central place. But in addition to working well with Google Sheets, it also has these other connectors, right? So if you go to this Add Data tab, there's all these other Google connectors that you can use. So Google Analytics, right? I use Google Analytics all the time with my dashboards because the GA4 platform is very robust. There's almost too much data in there sometimes. And I want to pick and choose what I'm pulling in to my dashboard. So I want you to keep that in mind is that if you can connect your dashboard to Google Analytics, you can decide for this funnel, I want to track this specific page, or I want to see how this sales page is doing, or this opt-in page. So it makes it really easy to get that information without any manual entry. Also, Google Ads. If you're running Google Ads, you can pull that data in directly too. So again, you can see big picture what's happening in your funnel, your business using these different connectors. There's some other Google ones in here as well. But then also there's all these third-party connectors, right? Over 1,000 third-party connectors you can use. And so these are not something I use all of the time, but I have used them in certain cases. If you're a business and you're already using some of these, then you can just connect that data into your dashboard directly. So that makes it really easy to try to get a complete picture of what's going on. And next is that they're fully customizable, right? I picked these colors, but these can be updated to your brand colors. And having a dashboard in your brand colors makes a really big difference so that one, you want to look at it, two, it looks nice, it's visually appealing, and it feels really custom to you and your business. Everything can be adjusted in terms of sizing, you can move things around on here. Like I said, all of these colors can be adjusted as well. You can put in your hex codes. So really make it exactly what you want in terms of how it looks, but also in terms of the metrics that you're pulling in, right? You want to make a dashboard that reflects your goals as a business and the metrics that you want and need to be tracking. And then the other thing is that it's really flexible, right? So we all know all small online businesses, have to make a lot of changes a lot of the time, right? There's maybe a new funnel they want to build. There's a product that they're no longer selling. Prices are being adjusted. A new opt-in page needs to be tested. And so you need a software that can be flexible as the business is changing, right? These businesses are dynamic, they're not static. And so you need a software that allows you to make easy changes. And this software allows you to do that. There's a lot of other dashboard softwares out there. In my experience, a lot of them tend to be built for large corporations. And so they're great softwares, but it often means that there's complex integrations or maybe APIs required on the back end to be built. And so, yes, when that setup is done, it probably allows for a little bit more automation for certain things, but that also means it's not as flexible, right? If there's a change in the business, but then an integration has to be rebuilt, it doesn't really make sense for a small business or an online business who needs to be dynamic, who needs to shift as the industry shifts. And Looker Studio really allows you to do that. So again, to recap, the reasons I love Looker Studio: it's free, it's a Google product, it can connect really easily to Google Sheets, has third-party connectors, fully customizable, and allows small businesses to be really flexible in terms of the changes that they're making. So if you're interested in learning more about the different templates I offer or the different dashboards I built, click the link below. I also offer a free training for service providers who want to learn how to do this for their clients. So check out that link also. Thanks.